Greetings, Earthlings! Welcome back to Wizdomdropz, Wisdom Keepers, Wisdom Seekers. My name is Tonia, I am your astrologer, and today we are talking all about the water signs. That's right, so if you are a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces, this video is specifically for you. If you are an astrologer who's looking to learn more about astrology and up your chops, or just maybe tune up some of your understanding of these signs in particular, then this video is also for you. So by the end of this video, you're gonna have a much deeper understanding of what those three signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, each and collectively symbolize, as well as a deeper understanding of what the water element is in the zodiac and what it's calling for us to do. So let's get into it. The first sign, Cancer, right? Cancer is definitely the healer of the zodiac. If you're a Cancer, sun, moon, or ascendant, then you have a healing presence. Now, there is a high and a low vibration to everything, right? So like the low, or the lie as it may be, as it came out of my mouth, of Cancer is to be like really passive aggressive, really like somebody who knows exactly what to say that's gonna hurt you in that way where it's like, ooh, you really shouldn't have hurt me like that. It's almost like the words that your mom can say that nobody else can say that hurt you. That's kind of like a Cancer insult, or like a low vibe of Cancer, or like an unhealthy, that's why I say a lie version of Cancer. It's not gonna be like a happy Cancer or a Cancer who's like in their best vibration. Another thing with Cancer is that on a low vibe, and water in general, but definitely Cancer in particular, in a low vibe, it can be really, really manipulative, because water energy in general knows how to conduct energy. They know how to conduct fluid energy throughout your being and their being. So if you have like a soul, let's say, right, and they have a soul, just to like put this into the rudiments of it all, they're going to be able to understand you at that level and work with you and communicate with you on that level of energy, like soul energy. Because the water element, kind of like backing up, is a whole, is all about the soul of the zodiac just as much as it is the feeling and the emotion of the zodiac. Now, we are going to go into more depth on fire and fire signs, and I'm not going to get into that in this video. But in terms of the water, earth, opposition that's inherent within the zodiac, that is, every time you look opposite of a water sign, there's an earth sign, and vice versa. Between those two elements, okay, water is the soul of the zodiac. It's also considered to be like the healing force of the zodiac period, and the intuitive force of the zodiac period. So if you're trying to look at a chart and understand where's this person's ability to heal, where's this person's ability to intuit, you want to look at things like the water placements and the water houses, okay? Because that's going to tell you more information about the chart, as is where that ruler of any given one of those placements is, what sign is that in, what conversations is that planet having. Now let's stay focused on Cancer though for a while. The high vibe of Cancer is that you're going to be the best healer. You're going to be the person who's like the most nurturing, loving, mothering like force in whoever's life around you you choose to put yourself in. When you're a Cancer and you dedicate yourself to somebody, that somebody is a lucky somebody. That's a lucky body, because they're going to be receiving a lot of nourishment from you and a lot of emotional support from you. And that's why Cancer is considered to be one of the better signs to have as like long-term partner, because Cancer is all about partnership. It's all about family, because it's the fourth sign of the zodiac and it's cardinal, okay? So it gets something started, it gets emotions and soul and healing started. Water, because it's, again, healing with the water element, and nurturing, okay? Because it's the fourth sign of the zodiac, which, if you know your house system, that's the root of the chart, or the IC, so that's like literally home, okay? And that's going to be where you're most nurtured, where you're most protected, is indicated in the chart by the fourth house cusp, because that corresponds with Cancer energy, and Cancer rules the mother figure, the mother icon, the partner icon, like the 1950s housewife thing. Definitely that's a Cancer vibration. Now obviously we can evolve beyond that with our Cancer energy, right? And just embody like more of the nourishing aspect of that kind of like example or archetype or whatever. But another archetype that Cancers can be are like very strong, powerful spiritual leaders, strong, powerful emotional healers like psychologists, therapists, but really good moms and really good family members and really good dads. You know, like people who are male with a Cancer energy can be very nourishing in ways that other males don't really get how to do, because they just don't have that energy as like strong in their chart or their vessel, whatever you want to look at it as. So that is something to consider, okay? Another thing about Cancers is that they can be the best person to like cry with, because they have so much emotion. They're so sensitive, and the water element in general is like really sensitive, right? So you pick up on the undercurrents, the things that aren't being said. Another thing that Cancers might experience is like stomach pain or issues with their stomach, just because they're so intuitive that like if they feel something really deeply in their stomach, something's probably going on in their life. And vice versa, like something could be going on in their life that causes their stomach to have pain, but usually it's more of like an intuitive response. But it can definitely be where Cancers like store their negative or like pent up energy. But the good thing about Cancer energy, to kind of move along to Scorpio, is that they emote. They can like get it out there because they're cardinal, so they're good at getting things started, and they're like a water sign, but they're a little less mysterious than other water signs can be. Not because water signs are trying to be mysterious necessarily, it's just like their nature to be more in their feels. But Cancer, because of that cardinal modality, they're like there to get the conversation or the tears started. Like the first person in the room to cry is going to be a Cancer or have that energy strong in their chart, because it's just the nature. They're getting it started, they're getting what started, they're getting water started. Put two and two together. Now, Scorpio. Scorpio is the most powerful sign of the zodiac. I should also say that before I move on, Cancer's ruler is the moon, so that explains all the mothering things and the like spiritual things that I talked about there, and the healing things. But anyway, Scorpio's ruler as the fixed water sign of the zodiac. It actually is ruled by two signs. In ancient times, it was ruled by just Mars, similarly to Aries, which is a fire sign, okay? So that gives you a little bit of a flavor for Scorpio right off the bat. But it's also ruled by Pluto. That's the more like modern, ruler of it. So it has two rulers, and it's the most powerful sign of the zodiac, as I said, and it's fixed water. So it is firmly water. And why is Scorpio, might you ask, the most powerful sign of the zodiac? Because it has the power of water, which is all these things we just talked about, emotion and intuition and healing ability, combined with the power of fire, because Mars is there as its planetary ruler. So it's literally like the two opposite energies of the zodiac, like fire and water, in one sign, and it's fixed, so it's grounded in that fluidity. How much stronger could you get? Like, what other indicator could you have for strength than being grounded within fluidity? If you think about the modality combined with the element, it's again fixed water, right? Modality being fixed, element being water. So there's that. Scorpios, there's so much more to you than what meets the eye. You are very deep, okay? Scorpio energy is always deeper than it looks on the surface. It's probably always deeper than it expresses even, and when it does choose to express, you best believe that you're gonna feel whatever that Scorpio energy is bringing to you. And now Scorpio energy gets a bad reputation, but let me tell you a little something about Scorpio. Scorpio has 3 levels. There's levels to the shit. That's right. There's levels to astrology, there's levels to everything. But we talk about, the high and the low dichotomy of any given sign, right? Yes, very true, especially in the case of Scorpio, because it's ruled by Pluto, which is the poles of the zodiac, the extremes, fire and ice. That's who Scorpio is, okay? But there's actually 3 levels to Scorpio. There's the bottom level, which, and I'm gonna breeze through these because we need to keep it rolling, but the bottom level is the Scorpion, which is considered to be like real stingy and like quick to react. And in real life, I understand that Scorpions, just a side note, not to like demonize Scorpions, they actually don't like to, inflict their little stinging pain unless they're actually fucked with, because then they're like, that's their mode. They need to like respond respectively to the situation, but they don't like to do that. So, Scorpios in general, they don't necessarily like to be stingy. They just want to be with themselves in their own world doing what they scorpionically want to do. But if you mess with them and you encounter a low vibe Scorpio, you're gonna get stung, okay? Period, point blank. And it's gonna hurt. Like, you think cancers can inflict pain? Scorpios can inflict the most pain because they have that malefic rulers of Mars, and Mars can cause pain. But at the same time, Scorpios, we're gonna get there, have a much stronger silver lining. But in between the Scorpion and that high level we're about to go to is the Eagle. So in between the Scorpion, like, you get it, I'm quick to react, real stingy, blah blah, and the next top level is the Eagle, okay? And the Eagle is a higher vantage point. It's a higher perspective on any given situation. And the Eagle knows when it's to its advantage to go down to the earth, whether it be to get food, whether it be to go and just accomplish any given mission that it has on the earth realm, in the physical, not in the air, right, flowing. So anyway, the Eagle has a little bit better of a perspective. It sees things from a higher vibe. You get the point. Now, what I'm really excited to talk about is the Phoenix. Now, the Phoenix incarnation of Scorpio embodies what Scorpio symbolizes. And Scorpio symbolizes the divine guru, the divine healer, the divine psychologist, the divine transformer, the person who takes the worst circumstances and turns them into the best circumstances possible. That's Scorpio. Scorpio is going to be the person in your life who knows how to turn muck, garbage, literally waste into like gold or money, because that's just the nature of the energy. Scorpio is oftentimes they're people who experience a lot of trauma and a lot of pain throughout life because they themselves have been gifted the ability to heal, and you can't truly heal without having gone through the trauma yourself, many people would argue, so, or some level of that. So if you are a Scorpio, understand that you carry great darkness in your soul through experience, whether it's this lifetime or the last lifetime, but the opportunity for you is to use that as the most divine, brilliant light that is even possible, because that is truly the essence of Scorpio. It is the highest and the lowest of vibrations, and those of us with a lot of Scorpio energy who master that and conduct that and don't allow ourselves to be a victim to that energy throughout life, we are the people who come out on top, because that is the nature of Scorpio. It is death and rebirth. It is the most deep karmic sign in addition to Pisces, which we're going to get into now. So Pisces energy, people, Pisces is a beautiful, incredible energy. The high end of Pisces is, again, the healer thing. You see a theme with the water signs, right? But it's more from a place of healing from art, healing from creativity, healing from passion, okay? Healing from a place of expression, because Pisces is the artist. If you think about the fact that Venus is considered absolutely happiest in the sign of Pisces, there's a reason for that. It's ruled by Neptune planetarily, okay? And also Jupiter. So again, with the benevolent factor, because if you know anything about astrology, and if you don't now, you're about to know, Jupiter represents divine beings and God, okay, and abundance that comes along with that in those types. And Neptune at a higher level is also like water fairies, nymphs, mermaids, angelic creatures who orient themselves more towards a water state of consciousness. So like the goddess Solace would be embodied by Neptune, for example, okay? Coventina, the goddess, would be represented by Neptune, for example, because those are divine energies that correspond with water element, right? So anyway, seeing as Pisces is ruled by these two very benevolent forces, you might be like, I know so many drug addict Pisces, or I know so many washout Pisces, or I know so many Pisces who are just so sensitive in their little art bubble. What can they possibly have to contribute? They have to contribute art, and the real like divine channeled art. Like, they are receivers. Pisces energy in general is the receiver of divine messages, period. If you have a moon in Pisces, you have a lot of challenges, sure, with more like functional things probably in like this third dimensional world, but you are in many ways one of the most gifted people on the planet, because that it makes you very intuitive and connected with emotion and just everything that a water rules in general at a deeper level than most people. And if you have Pisces energy strong in your chart, you receive messages from the universe without even trying. Now, Scorpio energy is going to be really good at like pinpointing or targeting an energy and going after it and getting it. But Pisces is going to be really good at just like being open and feeling what it is, okay? And the message is just going to come to them. Now, the low vibe of Pisces is what I alluded to: substance abuse, escapism. Neptune rules these things, okay? Neptune rules alcoholism, so it rules like escaping into a substance or a beverage, whatever, because of the fluid factor, being that Neptune rules water. Yeah, you can have that with Pisces because they're so damn sensitive, they don't know how to cope other than with a substance, okay? That's a real energy, and that's a thing that Pisces have to deal with sometimes. But the higher vibration of Pisces, again, is that creative ability from a place of divine essence. That's the best way I can say it. It is divine essence. Pisces is the 12th sign of the Zodiac, so it has to do with things that are healing at that level of surrendering into the next lifetime, at that level of passing away, at that level of joining heaven. That is Pisces. When you transition from this lifetime into the next, that's Pisces. It is loss, sure, it is water, definitely, but what is it above all else? It's a divine surrendering of one's essence, and that is Pisces. So channel, if you know a Pisces who's struggling, encourage them to channel their energies through their more creative abilities. Encourage them to use that creative power to their advantage and create an environment around them that's nurturing of that, because if that aspect of them gets nurtured, the Pisces is going to be nurtured, because that becomes, in a lot of ways, who they really are. If you have any water people in your life, you're blessed, because water people feel, okay? Water people have the emotion. Water people have that capacity to talk feelings with you and hold feelings with you. So if you have even a Scorpio or a Pisces or a Cancer in your life, consider yourself blessed. And if you are one of those people, thanks for incarnating, because we need more people who are in tune with their emotions and can hold that kind of space for other people throughout different phases of life, right? So with that said, if you want a reading with me, I'm available for that, and I would love to look at your chart and help you figure out your unique kind of recipe that the universe is giving you for success. So you can just DM me on the Instagram or reach out to Wizdomdropz at Gmail, all Z's, not an S in that address, at gmail.com, and I will be sure to get back to you with my current services and rates, which are very affordable at the moment. So feel free to reach out. With that said, my friends, respect your water energy people. Share your energy if you're a water person, because the world needs you. And, respect for all the feels that you feel. May the stars be with you.